get good. I am the gamer under development, and this is Endless Space 2 Awakening. We are playing as the lost-worshipping, relic-hunting Nakalim, and the Riftborn apparently are in a war and want us to back them up, and we have just the fleet to do it now, folks, we do. However, before we dive in, I do want to take a second to say that while we didn't experience a whole lot of issues or problems with the new expansion, some folks did, and AMP, as usual, has been really quick to respond to that, so we are on the new patch preview. This is for the patch going out for Awakening, and that is just so that I can show you guys what is going to be potentially the newest information and the most accurate information on how things are working in Awakening. Alright, so let's dive in. We do still have some actions left on this here. I thought we were done, but I guess we didn't do everything we could do with him, which is fine. Let's go ahead and scan Kuyos. Hey, we got Voidstone. Voidstone is nice. Voidstone, if we actually had a source of it, would be exceptional. In fact, if we get a second Behemoth and we decide not to use it for science, we could absolutely use it as a mining Behemoth and come here to get Voidstone and use that for our next Empire improvement, although I don't think we have access to that quite yet. No, we don't, but we'll get there. Law-wise, we are in Pacifist Party now, which is why we have Right Thing rule. Interestingly enough, if we can... So here's the thing, guys. We're using Saints and Sinners, which is a very expensive law. That's an expensive law. Make Love, Not War is a little bit cheaper than Saints and Sinners. In fact, if we go all here so that we can see the ones that we have turned on, and we click on Saints and Sinners, we can see that Saints and Sinners is 3 influence per population, whereas going back to the available laws and looking at Make Love, Not War is only 2 per population. So if we could make up our peace or our happiness, if we could make up our happiness deficit using Make Love, Not War, then it would actually be more efficient for us to do that than it is to use Saints and Sinners. The problem is we don't currently have peace with any empires, so we won't get the best out of that. However, given that the Riftborn are at war, we could potentially offer them peace and see what they think about that. They're totally neutral about that. We can offer them peace here, but it is going to cost us a lot of influence, so I don't necessarily want to do that because we are trying to save our influence so that we can pacifically convert this system to the Academy. So we're going to go ahead and sit on our influence for a minute, just for that. And then we did switch over to tanks, and look at that, it actually did update that fleet. That fleet now has tanks available to it. We should invade. We're going to start an invasion here just to get rid of these pirates. Let's go ahead and use... Blitz is actually a potentially winning tactic here, but we're not winning by enough that I feel like that's safe. So I may just start with preemptive bombing. Blitz looks really, really strong though. And Guerrilla is sort of the in-between tactic. Yeah, let's go with Guerrilla for now, because we're not going to lose any units necessarily from Guerrilla. Oh, wait a minute, that's deployment levels. So we're going to deploy the base level here. We're going to increase our deployments here. Let's go with Blitz and see what happens. Major victory. Yeah, look at that. We almost completely wiped them out. We'll continue that raid, or invasion rather, so that's going to be a thing very, very soon. They will be gone. The question is, do we want them gone? Are we content killing them, or would we rather farm them for resources? It's going to force us to hit them at least one more time. We could always use preemptive bombing so that we don't kill them, though. We'll make that decision next turn, though. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We are working on terraforming 7 planets to fertile. We have 4 out of 7 for completion on that quest. And I wonder if that's because it's now considering the planets that we have that are already fertile. I guess we'll go check that in a second. You've never heard of him, but a mystical figure, Kalant Alcor, has recently passed away and begun his ascent up the divine ladder to another plane of existence. A religious bloc in your Senate demand that Alcor's passing be given a full-state funeral with 100,000 votive candles lit in every city, special monuments constructed that feature his idiosyncratic writings, and 3 days of empire-wide mourning. It'll be expensive, but Alcor was a popular figure, and your population will be grateful. On the other hand, political models suggest that a rejection of the demand will boost scientific literacy, even if it is unpopular. After all, much of Alcor's writings concern the truth that the worlds are flat, not round. Oh, come on. Okay, so in here, I want to take neglect so that we can educate our people to not think that the planets are flat. However, over here, we're going to lose dust, but we're going to gain influence, and we're really trying to move back into religious as well as gain influence, so I think we're going to take honor here. This is really sad, though. We're basically poorly educating our people in the name of better production, or better influence, so to speak. We could blitz here and go ahead and, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just blitz them. Let's get rid of these pirates and make them a non-issue. Wow, nice collection there. We got 900 dust and 30 Jadniks. That Jadnik's much bigger pickup. And they did spawn a fleet in response, which is even better, because maybe we can watch this. Come on, get them, boys. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun, y'all. We keep running into these battles, though, where it's just like 2 ships against our entire fleet. That's not a great way to show off how awesome our fleet is. Yay! Here we go. Let's do it. There's their 2 ships, guys. I mean, it almost feels unfair, but at the same time, the explosions are always pretty, aren't they? Go ahead, ships. Go. Fire the missiles. Okay, I probably should have skipped straight to the action here. Nope, here we go. Look at that. It's not even going to take a fraction of a second. I think they're just going to pop after the first volley. Oh, no, they actually survived a single volley. No, they didn't. I was wrong. See, that's what I'm saying, guys. First volley, they done. They done right there. I probably should not have snapped my fingers right there, so I'm sorry if that hurt you guys' ears. I'll check it in editing. That was super quick. This is one of the things I love about the Nakalim, and we were talking before about how they can be played different ways and go different directions. That is one of them. Because you start off with swarm missiles and missiles, you can just go straight into fleets early on and be militaristic if you want to. I just didn't play them that way because that way doesn't really give you as much of an opportunity to showcase things like the giving systems to the Academy, since you just basically take over everything. Anyways, the Nakalim are incredibly strong, and because they start with such a wide toolkit, they're incredibly versatile. The only thing I think that they would really struggle to do is maybe go scientific victory, and I could be wrong about that even. I really could, because in theory, if you like rush Behemoth techs and you rush ITER and you rush all the science things, they still kind of have an advantage. The only difference is that relics don't really boost science, so that's a thing to consider. Okay, getting another level of persons of means on our new Sophon hero. Oh, it didn't save. We want to save it. There we go. Okay, so that gets him a little bit closer to where we want him to be, and Justicar now has the influence ability that we wanted, because we were going to move her over here to Edisir so that we could wrap Edisir in our influence. Fortunately for us, that wasn't necessary. Do we have any hacks left right now? No, they're currently in use. I'd love to be hacking Edisir right now, just so that we could remove the Lumeris as the suzerain to Edisir, because we really don't want them to go ahead and assimilate Edisir here. That would be a really unfortunate thing. Okay, go ahead and close those. Nakalim population is growing. Relic exploitation on Bushir, which means that Bushir is probably now well and above the best production system in our empire. Oh yeah. Bushir is producing all the things from now on, guys. Look at that. That is a ton of production. However, if we look at our happiness across the board there, let's go ahead and look at our text here real quick and see what's coming down the pipeline. This core miner, if we can get it, will be excellent for picking up that void stone we found on Kuyos, so clearing Kuyos is actually a good idea in that regard. But if we go in here and we look, our happiness is still really suspect right now, so even if we're able to get peace, we may need peace with multiple people in order to actually switch from saints and sinners to something else. Wow, that's crazy that we have that kind of a happiness boost going and we're still not ecstatic everywhere. Like, we're really stretching the happiness limits of our empire. Kuyos is a gorgeous system, though. Look at that. 4 planets, got some great luxury resources there. I almost said strategic. So we definitely might mine that when we get our second Behemoth. We may even, if we can expand our empire limit, we may even come colonize that, depending on what else we can find here. However, in the meantime, we're going to come over here to Ugaro with our fleet. And as much as I'd like to say... Oh, okay then. That was a mistake on your part. We're not going to watch this one, guys, because we've already watched 1, 2 versus enough slaughter. We're just going to let it play. It'll go quickly. It'll be done. We'll move forward. Excellent victory there. Let's go ahead and take our fleet and send them down here to Ugaro like we wanted. Still going to take them a turn, I think, because they got blockaded there. Yeah, so that's okay. They will take another turn to get down there, but there's a relic down there that we want, and we can kind of bully these pirates a little bit while we're over here as well. And the shuttles here have gotten their relic. They should be moving on to get another relic or to otherwise do stuff. I think what we'll probably end up doing now is just selling them. We really don't have any use for some under-geared shuttles, so we're just going to sell them off right there. Got another relic here, so we're going to go ahead and look for any available relics to send this relic hunter after. There's already a relic hunter up there getting that one. Is there more relics somewhere? There is one up here on HD. That is quite a ways away, though. Like, how long would it take him to get there? Is that 8 turns? Yeah, that's 8 turns. It's going to take him 8 turns to get to that relic. I don't know if that's worth it. We have an aspirant up there that's a little bit closer. So maybe not. Maybe instead we take him to a relic that is a little bit closer to him, like Nakos here. That's only going to take 6. Yeah, we'll go after Nakos. My hope is that since he has no military weapons or anything, Nakos will just be like, it's cool, take the relic and get out. Because usually that's what happens. Although typically when we do that, they go, hey, we want you out of our space, and we go, no, and then they go, okay, well, fine, and then we get pressure on them because we refuse. So that's actually a double win for us. Alright, gonna go ahead and end our turn here. Things looking up for us for sure. We are nearing the amount of influence required to actually convert Edisir for the Academy, so that's going to be awesome when we do it. The power of the Academy has reached level 4. Heroes will start at this level when recruited. Excellent. Objective achieved by Dimitri. Be the greatest to delve into the mysteries of the galaxy by completing 10 quests. Oh, okay. Well, we did not manage that one. And I think we should, actually, speaking of quests, we should be able to go ahead and assign our governor that needs to be assigned here this turn? No, it's next turn. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we accidentally unseated a good governor there because we thought we were going to be able to move another one over and we could not, which is fine. That's okay. We're just going to move her to a different system that needs her help, which realistically there is not one. That system right there needs happiness more than any other system currently, but that's okay. We're going to send her over to Bonnie for now. That's fine. She'll just go to Bonnie, and then next turn we will be moving, what is his name? Colin Fet Iska, over to Kamos to complete that quest. And Moria Kupos has gained another level, which is great. Let's go ahead and give him even more movement. This not only provides movement, though, it also provides more probes, which is awesome. And while we're at it, we should start to consider maybe assigning some more relics to him. If we assign 4 relics, we get a fleet damage bonus, which is great. Makes our fleets incredibly strong when they're out there fighting. Not something we necessarily need at the moment, but it is always an option. Why, hello there. We would like you to remove your fleets from our sphere of influence, please.
You lead well, comrade.
And they have done so, and it reduces their pressure on us, which theoretically increases our pressure on them. And speaking of pressure, look at that pressure go. Once that reaches the edge there, guys, we can make some really strong demands, and that's going to be fun, because those demands are incredible. We can literally just be like, give us all of your strategic resource, or suffer like minus 20% FIDS gains on all your systems. It's incredibly insane how that works. Okay, Hath has predictive logistics now, so we should look at building some other things here. Wow, Hath is just set right now. Colonizing gas giants is an option for us at this moment, so we could go ahead and pick up this gas temperate, which is actually the best idea because we're capped out on population here, so we want to do that so we have somewhere for our population from this system to go. And then after that, we're definitely going to want to build these happiness improvements. Those are going to make a big, big difference on the content level, or the approval level on this system, rather. Don't need the vault here. Could potentially build relic exploitation. Until we get Quadronix, interplanetary transport network's not going to do a whole lot, and even then, it's really not going to do a whole lot because this gas planet only has 1 slot for population right now, which is kind of crazy. Like I'm not sure that's how that's supposed to be. That's nuts. I mean, I know they spawn randomly, but dang, that's insane. We may move our Temple of the Lost over here since it only has 1 population slot. That's just not worth it. It's really just not. But we'll do that after we manage to scoop up the other, or rather, after we manage to scoop up Edisir. Okay, that's what we're gonna do, because that 1 population slot is kind of it's like a mean joke almost. Okay, we did get another relic. Let's go take a look at our science real quick, because I'm curious. Look at that, 400 science from relics, and we currently have 8 in science. So that follows our each relic is 50 thing, which is great. I really want to start reassigning relics, though. If we can get 1 more temple, we can reassign relics to production, which is going to be huge. So we're gonna start looking for somewhere to do that. Ooh, Lonnie has another gas planet that only has one population slot. That's insane. Like, maybe those expand once you actually colonize them, because that seems nuts to me. That those are just one. Just one on these incredibly high-grossing planets seems weird. But that's okay. Maybe that's how it is and I'm just not remembering that correctly. Okay. Go, little guy, go. Look over here. Show us what's in the middle, because we have a big gap here in our map. And that aspirant should be coming down that pipeline, so we should see what's up there in just a moment. Hey, look, even more stuff. I like that. Let's go up this way with... Oh no. Not you. Well... Okay then, who did we just move along that path? It was that guy. But he's already used his movement, so it didn't happen, which is good, because we want him to come over here. We want this little aspirant guy here to come up that pipeline, and I should have launched a probe down this one, but the reason I'm taking him up here is so that we can then send him over to grab that relic. One of the key things that I think people may be underestimating with the Nakalim if they're struggling with them is that you really, really need to be hunting the relics. That is your primary game function if you want to succeed as the Nakalim. Oh boy, that is a pirate behemoth. This is gonna be a good time, y'all. This is gonna be a good time. Okay, so first we're gonna scan down this system, find some red saying that's great. I am actually excited about this. If that is a pirate behemoth, we gonna have a good time. Oh yes. This is gonna be awesome, guys. This is gonna be awesome. We are definitely watching this. There is nothing quite so enjoyable as popping a behemoth. Okay, let's go. It's gonna be like this giant floating wall that just doesn't want to move, and then it's gonna die, and it's gonna be glorious. Okay, gonna go ahead and launch this. And we will skip to the action here, and then, boom, kill the UI, let's see it happen. Oh, look at that. The behemoth is just staying there. Like, I love when the camera cuts to it because it's so stoic. It doesn't move, it just is this ginormous thing. And look at the death being rained down upon that behemoth from our fleet. Oh, just beautiful. That is the prettiest explosion. Bye, behemoth. Bye-bye. Oh, we should have picked the tactic that gave us dust and science for killing it, though. That would have been better. Oh well. It was still just fun to watch, honestly. I love blowing up behemoths because they're so big. New event, Behemoth. The wreckage speaks, though not as loudly as the crew might have. A giant system-destroying missile was fired from this weapon platform, and a short time later the crew committed suicide or the vessel was internally sabotaged. Your current technology does not allow you to know which, and the truth of it is a matter for historians, not technologists. Whoa, okay, plus 25 science on Empire for 10 turns. That's great. And I think that's just from killing the behemoth. That's awesome. I didn't even realize that was a thing, but that's pretty incredible right there. Speaking of incredible, though, we are going to be able to grab this relic here, which is going to be even more awesome for us. And then up here we have an aspirant that is just sort of looking for things. Alright, so we could have him fire some probes over this way. That's probably a good idea. No. I don't want to scan the planets. I don't want to do that right now. I'm not interested in that. What I am interested in is what is potentially over in that empty spot right there. So we'll send our probes out, and then we'll grab this aspirant, and we'll start sending him back so that he can investigate other things. I'm probably going to send him down this star lane. It's going to take him a long time to get there, but he is an exploration vessel. That's all he's really for. And then a relic hunter has landed on this Lumeris system, where they will be gathering another relic. All the relics, all the time. I think that if we get another temple running here relatively soon on one of our systems, we'll be in a very, very good place to actually switch over to that production bonus. The question is, which system, right? Because, like, I'm thinking it's going to be this planet just because it has the least amount of population, and that shattered crust anomaly isn't great. Yeah, let's do that. We're just going to do it. We're going to go for it right here. No, we don't want to terraform. We do want to build a temple to the lost. Anyways, as far as this quest goes, I think that the reason it's saying 4 out of 7 is because we already control 4 temperates. Or rather, 4 fertiles. So I wonder if that quest is meant to say that you just need to have 7 fertiles in your empire, or that you're supposed to terraform them. I suppose time will tell with that. Let's go ahead and make sure we get that temple there. And yeah, that should do it. We get that temple there, and next turn, guys, we're going to have a big production bonus on all of our systems, which is awesome. And after that, relics can pretty much just be dumped into our heroes or science, whichever we prefer. Woot! Expanding the area of influence just a little bit more, and we can afford it now. Oh, we can afford it. It's about to happen, y'all. Finally, it is about to happen. Okay, so we have once again hacked an Empire or a Academy system, and what we're going to do with that is once again push for Overseers. We just want more Overseers at this point. That's probably the best thing we can get out of it. All Academy roles, associated privileges will be removed in 2 turns. Alright, that's fine. We'll go with something different next time. We built ITER, y'all. We built ITER, so our science is going to be much, much faster now, which is excellent. Woo, and now that we got ITER, that'll help counter us moving relics into other things, which is great, because we want to do that. This is an Overseer, so we are going to get the other happiness ability for her, which is great. Oh, there's so many things we can do with relics now, guys. Just wait and see. This is going to be phenomenal when it's done. Okay, so we have another temple down, which means we're going to go ahead and put one of our relics into industry here. And we should see a pretty solid... Yeah, look at that. Look at the gain on industry. Just across the Empire. Nice, simple little gain. It's not a ton, but it is enough to be worth that one relic. We're essentially trading 50 science for a lot of production. And production is very, very useful, as we all know. So I'd say that's definitely worth it. Here we can drop 1.7k influence to give this system to the Academy, which is what we're going to do right here, right now. This is it, the first one, y'all. So, the Academy grants you 4 relics. Wow, 4, that's a lot. The converted system will give you 55% of its dust, science, and influence as well, which is also awesome. Excellent. We're thankful for that. Alright. So let's go ahead and use our new relics to their fullest potential. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go find our governors. Speaking of which, we do need to reassign this guy. Kalin Fet. What is it? Kalin Fet Iska. There we go. So we're going to reassign Kalin Fet Iska to this system. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and start putting relics on all these guys. We do have 4 new relics. So what I want to do to start with is we should really find an Overseer, and I believe that is Petrov, yes. Petrov is our Overseer. I think we're going to want to assign her to Bashir, since she will produce a lot more production there. And then we're also going to go in and give her more relics. So we gave her 2 more there, 2 more there. She should have a total of 6 assigned, but she will be generating a ton of additional production here. Yes, she will. Look at that. So we did end up assigning those 4 extra relics just to her, but look at the production gain. We went from like 490 to 677. That's insane. That's great. That's what we want. And Isyander has assimilated the sowers. That's okay. We don't mind. You can have them, Isyander. Have them go fix the depletion that the Cravers are causing, please. And we now have the ability to build a level 3 upgrade to our systems, which is great, and the Trading Bureau has been unlocked. We should absolutely go for that as well so that we have control over the finances and the economy of the galaxy. So I'm definitely going to look at putting that in queue. Trade Clearinghouse is going to require more of these strategics than we have. We do have some coming in for both of those types of strategics, but we don't have a ton coming in. So what we should do then is find systems that are producing those and make sure that we build these. Oops, not the Academy thing. These. By building expanded mines and minor unions here, we'll get more of those strategic resources. And as we hit mid-game and we have these sort of slower trickling in resources, because you get a lot of titanium and hyperium, just look at that. Just a lot of it coming in. These things are trickling in at a much lower rate though, so we do want to increase the amount that we're getting. Thankfully though, Osulo here has a... Well, it's not a great deposit of it, but it is a deposit of it that we can use to go ahead and increase the amount of, I believe, adamantium? Yeah, adamantium that we are generating. So that's something we can do with a mining behemoth when we get one. Speaking of, we should go look at our behemoth limit. We need one more technology that is behemoth focused in order to get another behemoth. So we're going to come in here and definitely be looking for one of those. Honestly, getting the advanced behemoth might be the best option for us because that will make our science behemoths even stronger. So we're going to do that and see how long that's going to take us. 8 turns right now. That's a little much. It's a little much, especially since we really want to be getting something that is going to increase our expansion limit, which will require us to finish these techs first. So we're going to leave that behemoth tech there sort of in the back, unless we find a cheaper behemoth tech that we can sort of just get in order to unlock another behemoth. in which case we may make another science behemoth just to once again multiply the science effect gained. So that one we can do in 2 turns. We're going to do that, and then we're going to put out another science behemoth, and this is going to be nutso, guys. That is the current plan, is to just be nuts with it. If we take it over here, this is a solar nebula. I'm not entirely sure what the solar nebula provides as far as the gains go. Let's see. Nebular clouds, black holes, solar nebulae. It reduces the economy stuff, I believe. Yeah. So that's not going to be exactly the system that we want to park it in. We're going to want to look for something else. Where else could we potentially park that? Could park it up here. That is a nebular cloud. So let's see what nebular clouds give us a reduction in. Basically what we want is we want a reduction in this. We want a reduction in science. That wing is the wing we're having trouble sort of acquiring stuff out of now because we're pretty far along in it. Okay, so that is going to be black holes and neutron stars. So if we can find a black hole or a neutron star to park that on, that is a black hole, that is a collapsing star. So yeah, we could park our behemoth right here. Provided nobody attacks it, it'll sit there and just lower the science gain or the science requirements for us to get this, which will then sort of produce a multiplicative effect on our ability to do science. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get that other behemoth and park it right there. And Edasir is producing resources for us now. We can actually mouse over this, it appears, to see what Edasir is giving us. It's not a ton, but considering that we don't upkeep anything for it, it's basically just free stuff that we get for also being friendlier with the Academy, and it gives us another hacking target for hacks on the Academy, which is also kind of a funny thing. Speaking of which, we do have a new hack available, so what we're going to do is we're going to bounce a hack from Kamos. Let me rethink that. I'm trying to figure out what the most efficient way for us to bounce a hack to Edasir is. And I think that actually it's not super effective to do that. It is kind of effective to do this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. If we had enough hacking speed boost, we could go directly at Edasir here, but it's not a good idea at this moment. And we are still working on terraforming for our faction quest. It looks like Nair here is all we're going to see in this sort of interior area, and it does not have a relic on it, so sad times are here again. Let's go ahead and have this guy just scoop this relic here, and since there is nothing else to explore in there, we will actually use this relic hunter to go get this far out relic. In this case, it's only going to take him about 4 turns to get there, it looks like, which is much, much better. Okay. Relic hunter over here has done his job. Let's send him down this way as well. We're basically just trying to scour the remaining parts of the galaxy for new relics, because we've gathered, I think, all of them that are available so far. Except for these few that we're finding on the outskirts. Hey, look at that influence sphere grow. That is just beautiful right there. We are encompassing all the things. Dill has been successfully hacked. You know what would be really great? Another Overseer. We'd really like another Overseer. Do you think you could give us another Overseer? Oh, and that's not good. Relic Hunters are being attacked by pirates here. That's okay. They should be able to retreat. They have enough health. It shouldn't be an issue. Retreat has been successful. Hey, and we completed this quest. Awesome. I'm actually excited about this. Colorless appreciates your aid. In your brief discussion, he explains his name. The Craver lacks the yellow of cowardice, the red of anger, the blue of despair, or the green of envy. It has no more emotion than a weapon, and its wielder is Isyander, or it is wielded by Isyander. That's amazing. I dig this character. I wonder if we can potentially get him as a governor. That would be cool. Or as a military leader, probably more realistically. However, what we did get is this, plus 50% on systems with a colonized unique planet and a governor, plus 50% food as well. That's awesome. That's going to be really, really helpful for us, because we do have a couple of unique planets, and we have governors on almost all of our systems. You learn more from Colorless and from your most trusted heroes, who explain that the management of the Academy is divided into 3 organizations. The first, known as Respect and Remembrance, is led by a Mazari woman and deals with the study of lost sites both at the Academy and wherever they are found across the galaxy. The second, known simply as Operations, is led by a Sower hero. They run the day-to-day operations of the Academy complex and its associated factories, farms, fleets, trading empires, and embassies. The third, known as Integrity, is the military branch of the Academy and features the smallest, though by far most dangerous military organization in the entire galaxy. Their advice is unanimous. Great changes and most certainly war are coming to the endless galaxy. Some blame this on Isyander's obsession with the lost, others on the risk and turmoil caused by the rogue heroes. To prevail or even survive, you must have firm control of your people and your empire. Ooh, okay. Choose an objective. So we can go... Wow, we can't go with any of those. The only option we have here is Endless. And what that one is... To pierce the mysteries of the Endless, we will need a higher level of technology, culture, and science. System level is increased through system development, so we would be required to possess 4 systems of at least level 3. That's actually not difficult, and we're already kind of there. And the result for that would be a morale bonus module, which is interesting. Can only be used on hero ships as well, which makes it even more interesting. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool, and it also makes me want upgraded hero ships, so that we had more, like, support slots. To pierce the mysteries of the Endless, we will need a higher level of technology, culture, and science. Okay, so we have to get 4 of our systems up to level 3 improvement. That shouldn't actually be that difficult at this point. We just need to look at what luxury resources we're generating a lot of, which is basically Eden Incense and Super Spuds. I can live with that. Both of those are acceptable. Let's do that. Okay, so with that done, what we're going to do is come into Hath, for example, and bump that up to level 3. We're just going to bump a bunch of things up to level 3 now. You can do that. We only need 4, though. We only need 4, so let's do the 4 that make the most sense here. Oh, we're out of resources. We need more Eden Incense. Let's go see what that's worth on the market right now. Eden Incense, where are you, and how much are you? Oh, that's not much. That's not much. Let's just buy as much of it as we can. Let's go with... Oh my god, my cat is just loud in the background. If y'all can hear him, I apologize for that. Let's go ahead and get 60 of those, and then come back and do that on Bushir. Whammo. There we go. We should be able to do it on Karana as well, depending. We're out of Super Spuds now. And the other thing. Okay, let's see where we're at on those. We need 75 of each, and I want to know how many we have so that we can sort of get an idea for where we should be going with that. Oh, we should have used Blue Cap Mold, but we can do that next time, I suppose. Okay. We're gonna have to wait a little bit to finish this quest, but we're close already. We're very, very close already. And a new quest, the Academy and the heroes who refine their skills there can turn the tides of battle and vastly enrich systems. It is not surprising, therefore, that all civilizations in this galaxy secretly desire insight into and control over that powerful establishment. There are also, however, some peoples for whom the Academy is an insult and an abomination. Chief among these are the hardline conservatives of the Vidyani, for it is said that the leader of the Academy has an ancient religious dispute with them. These rumors appear to be true, as splinter fleets of Vidyani extremists are appearing around the galaxy to come together and attack the Academy. If they succeed, the place and its founder are likely to be destroyed and its secrets lost. Protect the Academy by destroying the rogue Vidyani fleets. In 10 turns, clear the galaxy of 8 Vidyani rebel fleets. So this is actually not that hard for us. We can do this, and we can actually benefit a lot from these rewards. So we're going to go ahead and make that our primary quest here and pin it so that we can see the stuff blinking that we need to go after. Provided we finish grabbing this relic, that's what we'll do with our fleet, is we'll go after all these little pings. Okay, so that is something for the future. Nakalim Pop has grown. Level 3 modernizations happening everywhere. Market-wide price decreases. That's awesome. And we have a relic hunter just kind of sitting here waiting to do a thing. Let's send him up that way. That seems like a good deal. And everybody's moving. Okay, that is going to be it for this one, though. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!